Welcome back. We're talking about goal setting, and we've talked about the ups and the downs, we've talked about SMART goals. Let's now talk about how do you break something big, something that just seems overwhelming for you perhaps, down into a daily, then a weekly, monthly, yearly plan so you can start to achieve things. How do you walk the Great Wall of China? Well, you do it one step at a time. So give me a moment, I'm just going to draw this out for you. This will give you a bit of an idea of a strategy, and it's certainly been extremely helpful for me as I've gone to build my business over the years. So you're going to draw a triangle. You're going to break that triangle down into some segments here, and I'm just going to hopefully I get the right number of lines across. With any bit of luck, we'll do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to break this down and explain what each quadrant is all about. So down here we have your values. We have your long-range big goals. Okay, we might here have a 5-year goal. This might be a 1-year goal. This here could be, let's say, your 90-day goal, 90-day plan. Okay, here's your monthly, your weekly, and then up here we'll have daily. Make a little line here. So this is the plan. So let me explain to you the principles of this, okay? And then you're going to want to get some paper, and for each, yes, each of the goals you have set, so you've written them down in your notebook, 101 goals. You've now gone and made them SMART, okay? Now, how are we going to achieve those? And so you're going to have literally a productivity pyramid for every one of those large goals. Now, some of them may overlap, so that's okay. But you're probably going to end up with a number of these sheets to go through and really get clear on what you want to achieve. So I'm just going to use a simple example. Let's say, for example, that one of the goals you have would be to own and live in $1 million home. So let's say you have here's $1 million home. And remember, it's going to be SMART. So you might say it's 5 bedrooms, 2-level, it's got double car garaging. It's in this neighborhood that you've always wanted to live in. It's got a view of the ocean, perhaps. You might have in here that there's a home theater. So again, the more specific you can make that goal, the better. You might put that it has these kind of trees, etc., etc. So the more detailed you can make that, the better. I'm just going to give you a little abbreviation here because we have to be cautious of time. So once you write down that big goal, you've got $1 million home in XYZ suburb, looking like this. Then we're going to go down here after you've written that and write your values. So what is a value? Well, your values are your why. Why is that important to you? And this is a process, and you might even have someone do this with you because it's really powerful. They will help to drill down till you almost get a tingling in your body, almost the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You might even get an emotion start to happen. So when you say $1 million property, and I asked you, so why is that important to you? And you might say, well, gee, because I want my kids to go to this particular school. I want them to have a great environment to live in. And so I might ask you, so tell me, so why is that important? Why is it important for your kids to go to a great school? And you might think for a minute, and you might say, well, gee, because I want them to have opportunities to have great friends and great sports, and I want them to have the opportunities to really have a life that I didn't have. Okay? And then you can ask again, why is that important? And so you're going to keep drilling down, literally drilling down, down, down. You might ask that question why 4, 5, 6, it might even be 10 times until you really get to the core of why that $1 million home is important. And it could be all sorts of reasons. For me, when I drilled down and I really found out what was important to me, it wasn't the stuff actually I wanted. I didn't really want the big home or cars or, you know what? I wanted, for me, to prove to my father that I could be successful. And so for me, it was a feeling. It was a feeling that this would represent, that I could be successful. Because when I was younger, it was portrayed that because I wasn't academic, my father was a doctor, he spoke a number of languages, he spent 11 years at university becoming a doctor and a surgeon, and I was a bit dyslexic and perhaps not the sharpest pencil in the pencil case, a little bit rebellious, And so because I wasn't academic like him, I got the message that I was probably going to be, carrying my lunch to work in a lunchbox, in a paper bag. I'll be a blue collar worker. I would be, kind of not on the upper end of scale, if you like, of success. And so for me, the $1 Million Home wasn't about living in a house. It was about actually the feeling that I could achieve, to showing that I could be successful. So once you have that, this is the fuel. This is so important. Once you have the fuel in your business, and the fuel is not the goal. Believe it or not, people quit on their goals all the time. But once you have that absolute feeling, I can feel it right now when I talk about it for myself, almost an emotion, a shiver going to the back of my spine. Once you have that, then you are unstoppable to achieve it. No one can deter you when you go through those ups and downs. And so then you simply work it backwards. So to have that $1 Million Home, well, gee, I need to show the bank that I have $100,000 of income, or maybe $200,000 of income. So I need to have, let's just call it here, I need $200,000 per year of income to show the bank that I can afford a $1 Million Home to get my mortgage. Okay? And then you can look at the compensation plan, and you can match that. So to earn $200,000 a year, that might equate to you're a diamond executive. A nice mature diamond who's got some growth in their business is going to comfortably earn perhaps close to $20,000 a month over a period of that 5-year plan. That's very achievable, and that would give you that income that would help you to purchase that $1 Million Home, which would give you that feeling of, I'm important, or I'm successful. Okay? To prove it to my father. I'm just using my example. You use your own, of course. So now we're going to go back and say, okay, that's our 5-year plan. What's our 1-year plan? Well, our 1-year plan could be perhaps to be earning $50,000. Okay? And in that case, you might be a strong Ruby executive if we match it to the compensation plan. And so you can go to the compensation plan and see the average Ruby is around $40,000. And so a nice, mature, strong Ruby, if you follow the principles that we teach you in this series, we'll be able to achieve that. So we'll go to a 90-day goal. So a 90-day goal might be that I'm going to be an executive. Okay? So you might write down here, I'm an executive. Okay? Now a monthly goal. So what are the actions that you have to take? And there's a real simple formula you can follow. It's called CAP. Okay? I'm going to write it over here. So C-A-P-P-S, CAPS. What does CAPS stand for? So CAPS is how many contacts, okay, connections, or calls. Okay, you can use any of those three. Number 2 is how many appointments have you made? How many presentations have you done on a daily basis? How much product have you sold? Or you could go, how many points have you achieved in your business today? And then, how many people have you signed up who might also be interested in making some part-time income or more? Okay? So you can then go on a monthly basis. How many people do I need to contact? How many appointments do I need? How many presentations? How much product do I need to become an executive within 90 days? So we know that you need to enroll, okay, at least 4 people with a business package to become an executive. So you could write down here, if you wrote, and again this is here, you can write C-A-P-P-S. You can go backwards. I need to have 4 sign-ups, okay, within a month. You can write down here, how many products sold? Well, I need to have 2,000 points of products sold per month. You can write down here how many presentations. Well, to get 4 signups in this, I might need to do, I don't know, let's just say 15 presentations. Okay, maybe that's 3 presentations per week, or 4 presentations per week on average to achieve that. You could say, okay, how many appointments do I need to do that? Well, I need at least probably 20 appointments because sometimes an appointment might cancel. And you could work backwards here to how many calls. So maybe I perhaps might need to make, I don't know, let's say you need to make 30 calls, okay, to get 20 appointments, to get 15 presentations, to have 2,000 points of product sold, and 4 new people sign up into your business who also would like to build a business and go through the same process you're going through. Does that make sense? So now you can break this down into, if I divide these numbers by 4, and I'll put it over here, CAPPS. So if we need that per month per week, we're going to have 1 sign up per week. We're going to do 500 points per month. Let's make this 16 to make it easier to go in numbers here. We're going to have 4 presentations per week. Okay. We're going to have 5 appointments per week. And we're looking here to have 7 calls per week. 7 or 8, let's just say. I'll make it 8 to make it easier. So if I call 8 people each week and have 5 appointments, 4 people that I do presentations to, we move 500 points of the product, and I have 1 person who's interested in doing this as a business, you can start to see that if I do that 4 weeks in a row, I'll achieve my monthly goal. If I achieve my monthly goal, we'll achieve our 90-day goal, etc., etc. Now we break that down to a daily basis. So if we go daily, let's break this down. I need to do 1, so it's going to caps again, 1 call per day, okay? 1 presentation Monday to Friday, sorry, 1 appointment Monday to Friday. I need to have 4 appointments per week. So let's just say 1 call, 1 appointment per day on average. You can have the weekend off, for example. How much product per day? Well, I need to have 125 points of product that I'm going to move per day in my business. And how many signups? Well, we're working on every day, working on 1, but of course during the week your ultimate goal is 1. So does that make sense? If we achieve our monthly target, if we break down this big goal of $1 million home, having success, achieving something that's important to you, feeling important, feeling loved, helping your family, whatever that represents to you, you need to earn $200,000 within 5 years. You need to become a diamond. Okay, within 1 year, a ruby executive, and doing these daily actions will lead to the weekly actions being achieved. The weekly actions will accomplish your monthly targets. The monthly targets will then flow through. And so this is such a powerful, absolutely powerful tool for you to achieve anything you set your life to. Now, you can use this same thing for exercise, believe it or not. My goal is to be fit and healthy, 75 kgs, rippled abs, pumping biceps, whatever, super sexy, wearing this dress, etc. The reason why, and drill it down, the feeling of self-importance, the feeling of looking good, higher self-esteem, okay? You can work it backwards to a 5-year goal. Now maybe it's too long out. Maybe you can just break this down. This could be a 6-month or a 1-year goal. Breaking it down into what do I need to do on a daily basis? Well, maybe I need to eat, X amount of protein. I need to have so much fruits and vegetables. I need to, take a protein shake. I need to exercise every day. I need to, have a personal trainer. Whatever those daily actions are to achieve your ultimate goal, whatever you have. So you can see how this is not just for money. This is actually for anything that you want to create in your life, you can accomplish if you break down your big goals, which seem overwhelming, into little, tiny, daily chunks. I hope you found this session of Proven Principles helpful. This you want to watch over and over again. You want to make sure that you do this for every one of your goals, and you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Wishing you success beyond your dreams. Thanks for watching. This has been Proven Principles. Bye for now.